It's disgusting. I think we're just in a space where people are afraid to, I guess, really fight the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a country that's actually built on bloody revolutions and, you know what I'm saying, radical thought and self-determination. And sometimes I think we make that such a historic thing or such a, like, you know, in the past kind of thing, that we forget that, like, we're a country built on, you know, fighting the system and fighting the power.
From day one.
You know what I'm saying?
Chicago's own Chance the Rapper called this out.
She can date you go to the place, brother. You can check, brother. She got a brother say belly, brother, please. Please, brother, please. She got it. Please, brother. Please, brother. She got it. Brother. Wait. Brother, please, brother, please. Please, brother. Wait. We'll figure it out. Brother, my wife, brother, my wife.
What crime for finding?
My wife. Wait, brother. My wife, she can walk. Okay, brother, she can walk, brother. Heavy, she can walk. My wife can walk.
What's your name?
Eric.
What's your last name, Eric?
Montes. I'm sorry. Brother, my wife can walk. Okay? My wife can walk. If she can't walk, she can dance, okay?
What are you guys taking?
There's other systems we'll run.
The raids that continue happening across our country, the injustices that continue to take place for a fascistic government.
So Chicago, like you said, has a huge, one of the largest Latino populations in the country. And we're very, very, like, you know, we're a sanctuary city. We're a city that's just built on, you know, pride of multiple cultures. I think we're just in a place where people sometimes feel helpless and they don't know, you know, how to fight. And what I always say is, like, I think we all have two parts, right? We have our physical bodies and we have our heavenly gifts. And so I think everybody has a gift that they was given that they have to use to fulfill their purpose in God. My voice and my pen is my gift, you know? And then on the other side, there's my physical body. And one day, I'm gonna have to give my physical body to the revolution. And so whatever work it is that you do, whatever skill it is that you do, whatever platform that you have to use it for the voiceless. And at some point, your body's gonna be a part of this revolution as well.
Chance gave this interview, by the way, to Real 92.3 LA's The Cruise Show to promote his new album, Starline.
Deeper into the track list, we have a lot of songs with a lot of thematic focus, a lot of bars with a lot of heart, be that with No More Old Men, where Chance is kind of reminiscing over old barbershop and family memories in a way that sees him thinking about life lessons as well as experiences that made him the man he is today. Following this, there is another incredible highlight with the Nerve Problem. On this track, we have some pretty sparse beats and neo-soul vocal harmonies that are soundtracking bars that essentially take systematic racism from different angles, most notably police, the court system, as well as healthcare.
Which YouTube's biggest music nerd reviewed on his YouTube channel. Of course, shout out Fantano. On The Cruise Show, Chance would not be finished.
It's late in the game. We're at the fall of empire right now. So, you know, I would say being in Chicago and being growing up in those after school programs I was telling you about, those poetry, we were 14 years old rocking keffiyehs and saying Free Palestine. That's how we grew up. Like, we are radical children that just happen to be in our 30s now. And so when it comes time for each one of us to put out a body of work, especially at this time, we have to use our heavenly gifts. And when the time comes, everybody's gonna have to use their bodies.
NPR's Sheldon Pierce wrote of the album the following. That record, now finally released as Starline, takes its title from Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line, a shipping operation with plans to bring goods and Black Americans back to Africa, and was inspired by Chance's trips around the world, the one to Ghana most prominently. But Starline is not about globetrotting or returning to the motherland. It's about the lessons learned on the journey, a fitting career metaphor. Pierce continues, in its song, Starline scans as a roving pilgrimage, bringing the rapper back home to Chicago, to family and friends, to gun violence, to church, to face the man in the mirror. If the ride is a bit rocky, that is to be expected. Most adjustment periods are, but true to his word, Chance's reintegration isn't really about him, it's about mobilization. Anscape's David Dennis Jr., a fantastic follow on social media, put in his write-up, Chance is again a syllabic magician, rapping like a kid again. He's also constructing songs that sound beautiful. Space and Time is a reminder that Chance is at his best when he finds the right melody and emotional delivery to elicit a tear-jerking reaction. The album's single, Tree, is wacky, creative Chance interpolating India Ari's song Video to be about weed. It's the type of unexpected risk-taking and playfulness that has been a staple of his style. Here's where I stand on all this, okay? As someone 10 day, and acid rap was like, it was a mixtape, but it was like album of the year in Chicago. And then he would put out a few more really good albums and then would have just an absolute dud. And it felt like the walls were closing in because this is someone who, you know, famously said on Ultralight Beam that he met Kanye West, he's never going to fail. In that SNL performance, screamed it. Screamed it. Obviously, times have changed. But through the dud of an album, him and his manager beefing over money, the split from his wife, who, like, let's be clear, there were criticisms of that album, but the above and beyond attacks about like, oh, I love my wife, was just overplayed, and it also felt a little detrimental to Chance as an artist. And with this, I've given it one listen so far in the gym. I'm going to listen again and then again. This is a hell of a bounce back, man. I'm not going to lie. As Fantano talked about and the writers typed, he is talking about a ton of real world issues, especially in 2025. And there's even one song that I had saved on my phone. I also need I need to get off Spotify. I'm well aware of that. I hate Daniel Ek. If anybody has any idea on if there is another one that you would recommend, please let me know. The fact that Vic Mensa made an appearance on this album is massive. I had an idea that was going to happen. He put Lil Wayne on this album, who those videos do not look good, of his recent tour. Young Thug is on the album. Smino, a Chicagoan, BJ the Chicago Kid is on it. Jasmine Sullivan, Jay Electronica, like the features are there. But there's one song where he specifically calls out Christian nationalism and how many folks who claim to be Christians, let's say like a Joel Osteen, are not showing that they are about it. Again, a very strong bounce back album from Chance, who a lot of people unfortunately had written off, and clearly he's showing he is very far from done. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.